All right. That's it. That's it. That's it. Well, apparently, after I left the town, these so-called yahoos here in this village, they've raised up a shield. Wait a second. No, I'm not talking about Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. Or should I call him John Moxley? So, okay, I got wrestling on the brain because we are going to have W2K24. Yay! Fresh commentary, all the good stuff, I am not sure how Abbott will do with that because he's probably never watched wrestling. So maybe Kojak will do okay. We'll see what happens. But they've raised up a barrier around the town to keep me out. I went in there and that magistrum, he kind of tricked me. And quite clearly, there's a lot more going on than just this guy. My intelligence is that there is in fact a beast. There is a beast of Balboa, in this town, and it is actually a super intelligent Snuggle-Wuppa-Push. I am not even playing that up. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that there was something that Dark Milo and Sir William Esquire and Sergeant they were working on last minute. They made it, but they weren't able to utilize it because we stopped them before they can do anything. Maybe they were even planning. Maybe that would be the 2025 season that it would be, them messing with Farfinger and of course it was quite clear that Milo went insane and decided to kill off the main host. That's always a smart idea. But that would be what they would do. They would have this crazy Snuggle-Wuppa-Push. And he apparently could talk. I never made him to talk. Great. But not great because now there's a barrier around the town. I can't get in. So what has happened is before the show is I've created a robot factory. I got androids all built and I got an army about ready to siege the town, but they can't get past the barrier. So we're going to have to somehow knock that barrier down. And then we're going to siege the town, take the town over, and then we're going to take that cave because that thing's got some military defenses. So, yeah. Meanwhile, with Abbott and Kojak at the inn, okay, so what I thought of, Kojak, is we're going to trick the villagers. Oh, anything you want to do, okay? Um, so what I'm going to do, whisper it to you. Oh, that's something different. I hope they're dumb enough to fall for that. I think they will. I think they will fall for that. So meanwhile, the villagers, they're all around the inn, they still crowd around shouting things and stuff. And Abbott opens a window. Well, hello there, villagers. And oh boy, you're very angry. Um, can you do me a favor? There's something you're going to need to see. Look over there. And every villager just looks to the left, and they're just looking for the longest time. And then, first Kojak gets out, and he sneaks out. Then Abbott gets out, and he sneaks out. And then the villagers finally they stop after about 10 minutes. I don't know why they were looking for 10 minutes. And they're all like saying to themselves, where did they go? What? Like they're looking up still towards the inn. Well that worked. Wow, we actually escaped, and yeah, they're idiots. They're still staring at the inn. They think we're up there. well, it's an old trick. I really didn't think they'd be that dumb, but you gotta try everything. Oh, well, you got to. Meanwhile, back at the cave, Boda isn't by himself in that cave. Uh, well, Freighter, we've played checkers now a couple times. Want to play another game? I think that's enough. I think I've had my fill of checkers. Like, oh, but checkers is so good. It's so fun. Oh, we could play that again and again and again. Um, but then all of a sudden the Magistrum comes in. Well, so Boda, it's good job there with the barrier. That'll keep out Mr. Pennypacker. Yeah, they're really interfering with me and my great designs and stuff. And it's not going to work out for them in the end. They either come here and have fun, or they get blown up. That seems like a reasonable request. Um, I guess. All right. So, Bill Boda is a nice guy, a very nice guy, but I'm not. I am the Magistrum, and you two uh, have interfered. Your interference is not welcome here. Me and Balboa have got something very planned, to take over the universe. And how are you really planning to do that? Uh, for crying out loud, you just got these villagers, and they seem pretty dumb. And well, that's not for you to know. It's a mystery. Oh, okay. Probably just depends on the writing. Yeah, yeah. I'll let you know. We have friends, and they're gonna stop you. I don't think so. They're very easy to trick. Uh, I guess. Well, I guess they're gonna go play the video game now. I guess, and so yeah. Oh, finally some fresh commentary, huh? Oh yes. Wrestling? Okay. Well, here at Saturn Grad, we are, we're very into wrestling. So we're just gonna. Now, I've watched some wrestling in my time, and we will, this was a game when it was fresh out, and so we just do what we can, and just just see how this goes. Oh, yes. I see. Now, the big problem is, Mr. Pennypacker kind of left a note for us. He says uh, he really recommends us not to play anything with the entrance themes because that'll inter. How do you say that? I think you mean to say that it could activate the copyright content ID thing. It'll do that. Oh, it will do that. And that's not what you want. So, yeah, so of course we're not going to have any female referees. No. We're very old-fashioned here. We don't want any female referees. Um so apparently we're going to have Harley Race as a manager. Um so the one downside of the game. So So the one downside of the game is that if you want to have a tag team match, Like anything with anything more than one on one, you can't go into the crowd. There is one arena you can go into the crowd, and it's like this inside arena. But you'll notice it has a crowd box on the outside, and you could actually on that side of the arena, you can go anywhere you want on that side of the arena almost. So if you're doing some falls count anywhere stuff, that's great. But otherwise, yeah, you really can't anything beyond that two people, that's it. So what we're doing is we're mostly um going entirely with random. The kind of characters we're choosing is just going entirely random, you know. So that kind of makes it a little more interesting as far as like this when we did this first playthrough. Of course, understanding by the time this game comes out, it's basically 2025 probably. 2K25 will be out by the time this. Uh, that's uh that's kind of the problem with how we do things here. I'm Kojak. I'm not in control of this. I don't have control over this. Okay, I'm kind of like, okay, we're just not. I guess we're gonna do it that way. I guess. And we got classic Shawn Michaels here from 1994, and we're being a heel. We're being a heel, so you know what that means. That's right. You think you're gonna, just wait there, wait for him to come to the ring and be all nice and stuff. And no, no, that's not happening. Hey, Sean's gonna actually do something against me, but that's my fault. I was like taunting and oh, look at that! Oh no, Harley Race has got involved. Yeah, that's right. The king has got involved. Yeah, because the match hasn't started, so he can't get thrown out until the match actually starts. So he could actually do some pretty nasty stuff. So thank you, Harley Race. And now the match will begin. You know that. Now is it if now I do have the question to ask: is it Sami Zayn like with an S or is it Sami Zayn with a Z? Well, in the NXT days, it was Sami Zayn, like S, and then I noticed on WrestleMania 40 it was with a Z. So I guess maybe Triple H said, well, how about we change your first name to Zammy, like Sami Zayn, like with two Z's, ZZ, you know? And, I guess, I was kind of like, oh, is this Mandela effect or something? And, I seem to remember, that it was with, well, you know. Okay, let's see, leapfrog. Nope, I reversed it. That's good. Oh, that's really excellent. I'm gonna bring him out. Gonna kick him out the ring. I think I've never got caught off in this game is how to smash someone for the announce table. Used to be so easy to do that in past games. Now you gotta like I don't know, like what it is like I'll throw someone against it, and you'd think that you could push them onto the thing, But a lot of times, what I actually found I had to do is I had to like stand on it and sort of draw them out to stand on top, so then I can do something against them. And then I find a lot of the moves just don't smash it. Sometimes like I'll do like a pile driver DDT, and guess what? You'd think, oh, there it goes. Nope, nope, it doesn't break. And that's kind of like, oh, okay, well, fine. I'll just grab a normal table, and I love the table physics. Table physics in this game are great because you smash it. Oh my goodness, the pieces look like real table, and it actually kind of ragdolls too. Like it'll kind of shoot out and stuff. If pieces get broken and splinter everywhere. And it's really quite cool. Like I said, we're just trying out the different arenas. We at the time when we did this recording, that was before we realized that you can actually go out with. I think it's this arena. It's called the Inside Arena. When you create a arena, you can actually. What you do is take your camera and pan around the arena, and if there's a feature called a crowd box. Oh, somebody's coming out to try to interfere. This is actually like a distraction ploy. You know, like you go, well, who's coming out? Who's coming out? And then nobody comes out, and then of course then Shawn Michaels can go do some moves against us or something, unless I reverse it. That's cool. But yeah, there's an arena you can actually go into the crowd if it's a one-on-one. And it doesn't have to be like a normal match. You can even have it be, extreme, hardcore, falls, you name it, but it has to be one on one. I tried to see if it would work with just a triple threat. Didn't work. Um, did not work. Like, no, no, I'm going to show you. We kind of struggle with the table. We can't really push the guy into the table. We try to do it, and then it just doesn't work. So we can climb the table, but we can't seem to. Yeah, we broke the count. We were won by count out. And that's kind of cheap. We should try to go for a pinfall victory or submission or whatever, just not. Oh, we're going for the finishing move there. There we go. It's like a shining wizard or something. There we go. We won. Look, we play it on easy. We don't have to deal with all this reversing stuff. We just kind of have fun with it, and it's fun. You don't have to deal with the game being too hard. We had problems with the past games to the point that they were almost unplayable, where it's just that we would play it and then it just wasn't that. We had problems because it would just reverse everything we do. It would be too soon, too late, too soon, too late for reversals, and actually in some of the games we were so bad that it was literally like you had to hit a pixel. You had to hit a certain pixel to make the reversal work, and if you weren't good at it, you're screwed. You literally had to hope you just dominate the computer enough that that you could win. Because if they dominate you in any way, and you're not good with the reversal, so you're just gonna lose. You're just gonna lose. It's not gonna be good. I think at some point we just decide, to just do random. Now, this is special guest referee. Now, I'm going to let you know right now that special guest referee um kind of isn't fun because it forces you to be a legit referee. You might as well just have the normal AI ref. And I know you're going to go, what? Like, people have wanted this mode back into these games for years. But they screwed up because they want to simulate real WWE rules. You know what? It's probably WWE's fault because they have to get approval for this stuff. So probably WWE says, well, no, if you could get kicked out of the match if you're a bad referee. And we know because I think we tried and we got kicked out like immediately. No, I watched someone play it like on Twitch, and they got kicked out like quick. So if you want to avoid that, you have to just be a straight shooter. You have to just follow the rules. Oh no, what if you want to play around with your friends? They apparently the people who made this decided no, that's fun. We can't. We want to be a simulator. You might as well look. I'll be honest with you. Then there should be two modes to special guest referee. The first, there's like a kind of like a strict version where it's like this, and then how about a version where it's not, where you can turn off those rules, turn off like the special guest referee meter, and you could do whatever you want. You want to be as corrupt as you want, you can. But oh no, this game actually, it, what happens is you have a life meter. So as the meter goes down, you're getting closer to getting kicked out, and then a real referee comes down to replace you. I think you just become a manager at that point. You're not allowed to be a referee anymore, which is kind of crap. Like it's. I don't think it's ever been booked that way. I don't think I've ever seen a match with special guest referee where the referee gets kicked. I don't think I've ever seen that. These games a lot of times work very counter to. I don't know. Sometimes I think they troll the people who buy the games. Like they just kind of do. Wade Barrett was someone that really kind of got screwed over. Like Vince McMahon just like he kind of like pushed him for a bit and then he just gave up on him and just that's kind of generally the Vince McMahon thing. Like he does the start and stop sort of pushes, like especially it was really bad around like 2017, 2019, where it was just like they were just doing that with multiple people like Kofi Kingston and stuff, where they would just constantly do start and stop type booking. Like they would just, like, oh, he's now the champion. Now he loses it within 10 seconds. And then he wouldn't, and then when they have the belt, then he doesn't even like push them or he doesn't promote them as champion and make them a big deal. Basically, the WWE heavyweight title was pretty much rendered a mid card belt for most of that time. So, see that meter? That's the special guest referee meter. That gets too low, I get kicked. And they actually give you ratings stuff. It would be all right in like universe mode, if you're trying to. Now, see that right there? It said poor count, meaning poor count, meaning like that we've been deducted health points there, so we could get kicked, if that gets any lower. And it may, what I actually found when I was playing this, I wasn't having fun. I felt stressed because I was like, And I'm trying really hard not to. It seemed like it was like deducting points for me left and right. Like I kind of generally get the feeling with the mini game they were just trying to boot the player as quickly as possible. Like I think they got annoyed because they're like, oh well, it said right there, very fair. So we did very good with that. Like I said, if you want to role play as a referee, this is great. Oh no, this is great. But if you want to have fun and be like, a Bill Alfonso or be some kind of corrupt referee and just have fun with your friends, can't do it. They won't let you do it. I thought I heard on Reddit that they did try to do something, I think, where you can turn off the meter or something. I've not gone back into this mode. I've there's just other things we're kind of now just kind of working on universe mode and doing projects with that. So, okay. So, okay. Now we're going to try one perfect count. Okay. Oh, that's perfect count. Well, that gave me a lot of health, actually. I did another perfect count that took my health, my referee health, um, all the way up. That's pretty good. And of course, I'm sorry I was in the way, Ron Simmons, and shouldn't have done that. And now let's see. No, he broke out before I could get down there. I'm actually almost at full health here. That's pretty good. Lots of pin attempts. One. Oh, oh, awful pin count. What? Why? Holy cow! He's like pinning him every second. Poor pin count. What's going on? Uh, Like what do they want me to do? I was literally see this is what we're talking about. These games are too damn glitchy for the for this kind of thing. The game's too glitchy for something like for these kinds of rules and guest referee. I mean, just let it go, man. Like I remember No Mercy. Okay, let's see. One, two, poor pin count. Oh boy. Oh, this is not good. Uh, poor pin count. We're not doing very good. Well, we're not doing very good, Abbott. Well, I'll let you know we survived this, but okay, one, two, three. Awful pin count. Awful pin count. I should have just fast counted. One, two, three, four. Just give Ron Simmons. And actually, I was trying to be nice, but then they said, "Oh, it's awful, awful." It's like, what do you mean? I was basically going 1001, 1002, 1003, like kind of like at a stop sign. All right, okay, never mind, never mind. Oh, we're doing a casket match, and then let's see, what's the next arena? Next one would be ECW because we did that Clash at the Castle. Um, yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll do this time. We'll do it with women, or something. Well, actually, we just do it random. Yeah, actually, it'll be Alexa Bliss. Actually, uh, I hear Mr. Pennypacker has a crush on her. Well, she is awfully adorable. She is. She actually is very cute. But versus Becky Lynch in the casket match at ECW. This is going to be very fascinating. Fortunately, this is no crowd box, so we can't fight in the crowd. So, which is kind of weird because it's if it's supposed to be an ECW event, and you can't even. Well, she's come out with her stuffed animal. She's got her autistic doll. She's got the autism doll. Oh no, we're gonna get canceled. Uh, she's got the autism doll. Oh, that's terrible. No, yeah, she's got her dolly. Oh, next she's gonna be Lestat some more. What the match? She's got the autism doll, and she'll have to have some ASMR before the match, and oh yeah, that it kind of hulks her up. Damn, she's cute. Um, so here we go. Get a little jumping jacks in. I'll let you know that Alexa Bliss gimmick she had there. That's what kind of destroyed her career. Sadly, she was very talented, but not with this. She kind of had problems because that whole fiend gimmick that was too cartoonish, and no one really kind of cared, and they didn't get the reaction. And guess what? It ended up practically Bray Wyatt being released, and then and with her, she was pretty much put on the shelf, and that's means basically not being booked. So, well, that's pretty terrible. Well, that's wrestling. It's what happens. You go to WWE, you're basically like a blank piece of paper. If they wanted you to wear a swimmer's outfit and put snorkels on you with big flappy feet and stuff and call you the frog man, that's the way your life is going to be from now on. Well, they're bringing out the casket. Now, see, if you did this match in the arena I mentioned earlier, that would that would be great. So, doing a running clothesline. Oh, that's a good dive right there. I do have to ask the question. Where did the doll go that she had put? Well, see, that's the entrance. Uh, they don't actually leave the prop they have right there. So, yeah, they kind of don't do that. Only thing that's inaccurate is they have like um, a mat here, and actually with ECW, I've never remember them using like floor mats and stuff, because that's a WWE thing. Well, it probably is based on the WWE version of ECW. Well, this is like what they did ECW One Night Stand. I don't know. Maybe they did have mats for that. It's a WWE interpreted version of this. Like for those who actually watch this stuff, they would actually know what they used. Well, that's enough for now. We'll come back next show. I'll see you then.